I would not think it has. This is going to be a little bit of a grudge rematch, I think, for the Aggies tonight coming to San Diego.
The San Diego team, they're in their home whites, and they will start on offense. The best three-point shooting team in the conference, and it's Francis Wakoria scoring for the first time.
Hey, you know, really important for Francis to get off to a good start. When he hits his first couple of shots, he normally has a monster game, really in all phases of the game. Climbing the boards, averaging just under 5 a game.
Pepper is averaging 20 points per game, and he's unsuccessful. Subs coming in for both teams.
Nice developing ball player here at UC San Diego.
This is Tait-Jones on the drive against Adebayo. Looking to post up. There's a mismatch. Johnson having to defend in the post in Wakoria, excuse me, and Tait-Jones, the recipient of a nice down low interior pass and a bucket there. Back-to-back buckets on back-to-back possessions.
I'm saying you got to get the ball down inside a little bit. The strength of this team for Davis is out front. They're big guys that struggled defensively most of the year.
Where the Aggies have not struggled is from beyond three-point range. They're 3 for 5 tonight. Johnson on the drive as Pope chases him around and off the three-point line. The first miss from the floor from Milling as Adebayo hits the deck, and he is on the floor in a crouch position. And yikes, is this on the Tritons?
No, this is going to be on Adebayo really well.
He's a Nevada transfer, and he fights over the top of the screen. Down low look, and it's Tait-Jones, his second field goal on 2 attempts. Their way back.
Well, that first half, Davis shot the ball exceptionally well.
Pepper shot exceptionally well in the first half, and that's Tait-Jones logging the rebounds. Junior from New Zealand. They got it on Johnson. That's his second. Tait-Jones spinning on Johnson. 6'6", taking care of it against a 6'3" junior.
That's great coaching, great awareness. They knew T.Y. Johnson had 2. They got the ball in the low post. Aniwaniwa Tait-Jones gets the basket, and Johnson had to be a little bit soft. He didn't want to pick up that third foul. Bring it right to your chest and elevate. You bring it down, it's kind of a rhythm type thing, and to try to get more power, but you want to keep it right at your chest and power it up right through the chin of the defender.
Johnson trying to stay in front of Tait-Jones on the drive as he barges into Adebayo. A 4th team foul, so both teams have 4 team fouls, and Johnson now has his 3rd personal.
Yeah, they're going to have to get him out.
On a clear out with Pepper.
Good defense by Wakoria.
Staying right there, not baited into fouling. Shot went off the backboard.
That's
and
great
it's
defense.
Magai the rebound.
I mean, Pepper, man, he just tried to force the issue. Who are they going to get? They're going to get Milling on this?
Yeah, they're going to get Milling.
Milling didn't even look by. I mean, I guess that's pretty good officiating because he wasn't even the primary defender there, and he got called for a foul.
Well, so here's the thing. Milling is now the second Aggie to pick up his 3rd personal. They are going to keep him in.
Kind of uncharacteristic of him. He's not a big offensive performer.
Well, the driver is Tait-Jones, and he'll pull back. And now wants a post up on Pepper and an arm bar. Pepper's got to be careful. He might have said something that he regrets, but it wasn't picked up by the officials. Clearly disgruntled. Tritons hanging in there, trying to close the gap even more. 50-42 is where we stand with the basketball.
Well, it's been an uphill battle pretty much all night for UC San Diego, but they're battling, and it's going to come down to the wire, I think, tonight.
They haven't led since it was 4-3 in the first half. Tait-Jones cuts it to 6 after his 4th field goal. Finds the net. Offensively, it's Milling against Magai, trying to take him on the dribble. The fall away with 4 to shoot. Back tapped out to Tait-Jones. That's his 5th rebound of the game. With 3 fouls, Johnson undeterred. Fearless finish at the goal.
That was a big bucket for Davis.
Tait-Jones, count it, and a foul. And that is, yes, Johnson's 4th. trying to draw the charge, but Coach, he didn't have position.
No, he didn't. He got there just a little bit late. And the official right there, I mean, the official couldn't have been any closer. If he would have been, he'd have been part of the play. He was right there on the baseline. Take a look right here, coming right at you. Look at that. I think that's a good call.
First trip to the foul line for Tait-Jones tonight. A 74% free throw shooter. Tait-Jones trying to go downhill and turn the corner on Adebayo, who does a good job of staying in front of him.
Adebayo's tough matchup for anybody. I mean, he's a great defender.
Now double coming on Pope. LaCoria on the penetration, out for Gray. Gets a step on Pepper, out for an open Magai. With 2 to shoot, Tait-Jones, the stick back.
He just ripped that rebound away and put it right back up and in. Boy, how many shots for the Tritons tonight have gone in and out, dating back to the first half?
They've never tied or taken a lead in the second half. Now they scored, and they were up 4-3 in the first half. That was their last lead.
Bryce Pope and Magai are going to have to get going here offensively.
And Tama is blanketing Magai. There's 6 to shoot. Tait-Jones trying to drive on Pepper, going downhill. And our official Tom Nally said he saw something on the drive.
A little jostling as Tait-Jones tried to drop that left shoulder into Pepper.
Tait-Jones using his 6'6" frame against the 6'4" Pepper. One more pass into the corner for Gray. Tight ropes the baseline. Tait-Jones flails his hands and draws the foul. Now he went
He's lucky. Adebayo's lucky he didn't get a technical foul right there, shooting the ball to the other end of the basket. I mean, a lot of officials would give you a technical foul. I mean, if you pound the ball down or do something like that, and that's almost like delay a game right there. I'm glad they didn't give him a technical foul, because sometimes I think officials, they give out these technicals, you know, like Reese's Cups on Halloween, okay? But, you know, a lot of times they will give you a technical for that.
Well, since it was a shooting foul, it's going to be a pair, and Tait-Jones has missed his last 2 shots from the line. The Tritons have outscored the Aggies 25-22 in the second half, but trailed at the half 43-33. Full court pressure implemented here a little bit.
I think when his career is over in college, he'll probably go over and play in Australia.
No question his future is beyond college because of shots like that. +1. After getting his man in the air and willing it off the window, a courageous take.
They've been going to him down the stretch. A lot of times you think maybe they're going to go after Bryce Pope, but watch him. Now here's another guy who's got cagey moves, another gym rat right there. Elevate, and as soon as you get that guy elevated, you take that ball right back up through his chin. Picture perfect effort right there by Aniwaniwa Tait-Jones. Had a marvelous season here at UCSD.
Line drive at it, only to be taken away. Pope a try. Tait-Jones up strong off the miss from 3. 38 points in the paint for the Tritons. Then they've got 13 second chance points in the contest.
Well, they got to play this one out. You know, I know you're down by 4, and you know you want to lengthen the game, but where they're at right now, they're going to have to play this out a little bit, I think.
And what do you mean by that in terms of playing it out? Just to see where they go? Yeah,
well, you're going to have to play the possession. You don't want to play the foul game right now. Unless a guy like Tom, if Tom is in the game, foul him, 57% free throw shooter. We'll see coming out of this timeout who Coach Les for UC Davis has on the court. But I think if you're Eric Olin, you've got to get one stop here. And you've got 55.4. You know, if you play it out, it'd be 24. Now it's getting down there. It'll be interesting to see how they go about this. They're going to have to gamble a little bit. Now, if they're pressing, and Davis gets the ball in, you know, if you're going to play it out, you're just going to play him man up. But if you're going to foul, you try to double and try to get them maybe to throw an errant pass, and they're going to pick up in the backcourt. Now let's see how the Tritons are going to play this after this ball's inbounded.
There are 3 people on the court with 4 personal fouls. Pepper is going to get it into the front court and fouled from behind by Wakoria. So you've got Milling, Johnson, both with 4 for the Aggies and 4 for Tait-Jones.
Okay, well that tells you exactly how Coach Olin's going to play. He's going to play the long game. They're going to pick up and try to slow the Tritons coming up, take a little more time off the clock.
Tait-Jones is going to bring it into the front court. Wakoria screens for Pope. Wakoria, the rundown, keeps the possession alive. That's Gray a try. Tamba rebounds the long ball and then runs into Tait-Jones, and he is done. 5 fouls on Tait-Jones as Tamba is still on the deck.
Okay, the bad news is Aniwaniwa Tait-Jones is out of the ball game. The good news is Tamba's a 57% free throw shooter going to the other end to shoot.
Which warranted the foul, the 5th, to foul out Tait-Jones.
Good call. They made 1. That's okay. That makes it a 3-possession game.
And there's about 30 seconds left in this game. Adebayo hedges and on a switch picks up Gray.
You got to get a shot up here. Way too much on the perimeter. You got to get a shot up.
Not looking at the basket at all. Gray against Adebayo. Spinning. Off for McCormick. His 3 is off target. Jones rebounds. Or excuse me, Johnson, I beg your pardon. And that's his 2nd rebound. And the Aggies are going to dribble this thing out. So these 2 teams are going to split their regular season series. And the Aggies get comeback and payback in the form of a 70-63 win against the Tritons.